Hey guys, welcome back. If you don't know me already, my name is Morrison. I'm a local real estate agent here in the Rapid City, Black Hills area, and this is Rapid City Real Estate News that you're watching. And this is a show I created about real estate news in Rapid City a little over a year and a half ago, just to keep you updated on what's happening and what things are conspiring, what things might go bad, might go good, and give you a real update on the market here locally, because everybody talks about real estate, but not everybody actually knows what's going on. So that is why I created this series or news channel, whatever you want to call it. Now, really quickly up front, if you got any questions, you're thinking about moving to Rapid City, maybe you already live here, you're thinking about buying or selling a house, investing, any of that kind of thing, please reach out to me. You can call me, text me, email me. All my info is below, or you can hit the link that says schedule a call with me and get a link in my calendar to chat about anything you want on the real estate side of things. I got your back on anything you want to do. Now let's get right into today's news. A couple key numbers that are interesting. All the numbers we posted below as always, but a couple key numbers in the last week. 20 new houses hit the market, which is good. 4 of them sold, so 4 of those are under contract. If you've been watching for a while, you know houses listing and going under contract in the same week has been rare in the last 6 months. So we're starting to see that more frequently than every week. Houses go on the market, they go under contract right away. And most of those are really nice houses that are priced correctly. So it's still, if the house is overpriced, it's not going to sell right away, period. It's back to a normal market in that way. It used to be, if it was overpriced, you'd probably still get interest in showings on it and maybe even an offer or two. But now for sure, if you're overpriced, you're not priced right for the market, you're not going to sell right away. Another interesting thing is there's only 124 houses on the market. So everybody's saying the market is, you know, there's tons of options, there's tons of houses on the market. There's not. There's only 124 houses. And the majority of those, I didn't pull the numbers on it, but the majority of those are new construction. There's really not much on the market at all, depending on what you're looking for. There still is more options than there was in March and April of last year. But as far as a whole of the market size and things like that, there's not much out there. Now, something I've seen recently is a ton of new constructions come on the market, priced amazingly. So if you've been thinking about buying a new construction, I would hit that link I have on there that says see all the new construction homes. Scroll through those and see which one you like. And if you've been thinking about buying them and you've been on the fence, probably worth pulling the trigger on maybe one of those, because they are very good deals on a lot of those new construction right now. If I was in the market, I'd be buying one for sure. They're very, very, very good deals on a lot of those new construction right now. Now, the only thing that would make me like weary a little bit on a new construction, and I don't know the answer to this, is why they're sitting there so long. Because, to be honest with you, they're priced less than some of the stuff that's selling that's pre-existing, and they're nicer and they're brand new. So I don't know what's happening and why they're not selling right away. The only big downside, which I've probably talked about it 50 times before, but is you got to do the yards. You got to do the landscaping, which if you're hiring it out, can be extremely expensive if you hire everything out and you get a bunch of detailed landscaping done. But if you do it yourself, you know, I personally spent about $10,000 on mine, doing majority of the expensive stuff myself. So you can get it done for quite a bit less. You know, if you hire a company, I was talking to a guy a few weeks ago, and his quote was around 50 to 60 grand to do his landscaping. So that could be a negative, I guess, if you're looking at buying a new construction. I still think, in my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons there. So new construction definitely seems to be where it's at the moment. And I've said that for a while, but still the case for sure. Maybe even more so now than it's been. Now, a couple other things I want to touch on. One of them is the uncertainty in the market right now as a whole. You know, a lot of people don't know what's going to happen with the real estate market. Some think it's going to crash. Some think it's going to go up like crazy. I will say in the last couple of weeks, we've had we've had a little pop in the market here. We've had a pop where stuff is selling right away, like I said, more than it has been in the last 3, 4, 5 months. So stuff is selling pretty quick right now, especially if it's priced right and it's a nice house. So that could be an indicator that we're going to keep seeing that little pop going up. And one thing I've noticed with that, for my own clients or like houses I've listed that people make offers on, they're all using, it seems to be like basically the same lender. And that's because how good of a deal one or two of these lenders are right now. Because, you know, interest rates, if you look in the numbers, are 6.49%. But, you know, I was having a conversation with this guy this morning, who's a client of mine, and he's like, yeah, everywhere it says 6.5%. So is that really the interest rate or is it not? And it's not, because these lenders are doing things like a 10-year buy down for your interest rate. Let me just walk you through what this lender's doing. 10 years, they're going to buy down your interest rate. Last I talked to him, I think it was 4.75% for 10 years. So it's an adjustable rate mortgage. And I personally would never do that because I'm pretty risk averse on that kind of stuff. But, well, typically I would never do it. On this one I would because it's 10 years. Typically it's like 3-year adjustable rate. But, so on top of that, you get the 10-year adjustable rate mortgage for 4.75%. So quite a bit lower, especially in your payment. Then after that, they're waiving lender fees, which is like $1,500 or $2,000 there. So upfront, you're gonna save $2,000. And in the first 5 years of this adjustable rate mortgage, you can get a refinance for free. They don't charge you for the refinance. So I feel like that is maybe what's helping this market pop a little bit. People go back into buying that maybe were on the fence, because that's a great deal. I mean, in history, 4.75 is a really good interest rate. When I first started in real estate, interest rates were like 5.25. So 4.75 is a good number, really good number. And for 10 years, so you have time to hopefully get that interest rate down. And if it does in the first 5 years, which is probably a decent chance that it will, you can just refi into that at that point. So I do think that's what's helping the market in a big way, is that program and things like that. Now, I also see the next few months going one of two ways personally. The one side of it is that I think it could maybe level out and slow down even more than it has been if things with the economy get worse. But I don't know if that's happening. It doesn't seem to be that's what's happening at all. But that could be the case. And maybe these interest rates will go up again. The Fed's talking about raising the interest rate again, so that could happen, and which would make this 10-year buy-down program still amazing. But if interest rates go up again, definitely think it would make the market even a little bit slower than it is now. On the flip side of that, if interest rates go down or stay where they're at, people are used to it, I think the next few months, spring, summer as well, are going to be pretty busy here in the Black Hills. I am imagining like 2019 busy, definitely not 2020, 2021, or 2022 busy, but maybe back to a normal market where we saw like 5 to 7% appreciation. Actually, I think in 2019 it was 9%, but in that 5 to 9% appreciation range, where there's houses on the market to choose from. But if you have a house on the market, you price it right, it's going to sell in a couple weeks. So more of a normal market, but as a buyer, you're going to have some options to choose from. You're not going to be extremely rushed. If it's a nice house, it'll probably still sell right away, but not going to be extremely rushed on some of those decisions. So that's about all I got for you today, guys. Thanks for watching this week's video. If you got any questions, concerns, want to talk about buying or selling real estate, like I said, call me, text me, email me, hit the link that says schedule a call with me. Happy to help in any way I can, conversate with you, whatever's best for you. And I will talk to you soon. See you next week. Peace.